Hey you, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. I'm live with Enrique, not Iglesias. I didn't give too much info on the last video, but I definitely want to touch on some of the things that I brought up, especially the blog, the videos, go further into depth on what in detailed content you guys can look forward to. Before I go, I'm so sorry I didn't even give a disclaimer on the last video for such poor quality of audio. You're gonna get the same thing with this video, but I'm gonna assure you guys I'll be getting a mic very soon, so please bear with me. Are you kidding? Are we even gonna skate?
I was waiting for you.
Me? I'm ready, Freddy. Look at these kicks. They're ready to flip boards and ollie and stuff.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Oh my chicken, my boobs. Look at me. Look at me. Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna go skateboard. But if I'm being honest, one of the main reasons why I came back to skating, it wasn't all just myself. I was actually influenced, and the person to blame in this situation is this devil. She is to blame for all of this. So it's actually her. So tell us, Emma, who got you the board?
My best friend gave it to me. She's a real one. She knew I didn't have one, and I was too poor to buy one, because I would go skating with her all the time.
Give her a shout out.
Shout out to Cristina.
Shout out to Cristina, the hippie.
Oh wait, no, she has a YouTube.
Shut up.
Yeah, hit up her YouTube.
Go hit up her YouTube,
I think
Cristina.
It's hippie,
Shout
happy
out.
Chris. No, I'm so serious. She just talks about like mindfulness and just how you could be a better person. Hippie, happy Chris. She got all of us into skateboarding again.
So I actually rode a boosted board, and my sister got this skateboard from Cristina, and I did a few tricks, and because I did a few tricks, I then decided to buy my own. And then this one decided to buy her own skateboard as well. Sub shorty, sub short. So yes, all three of us have been making the conscious effort to skate.
Wait, look, hey, shop local. This is where Angie got her board.
This is where Angie got her board. These are what we're cruising with. So as they learn how to skate, I love teaching them some tips and tricks here and there. By no means am I a pro, but I think it's important to spread the knowledge that you do have when it comes to any type of sport, and it's good because I as well am still relearning a few tricks and focusing more on my switch, and it's taught me that I still have a lot to learn, even when I thought I was really good and at my best. Like, I thoroughly enjoy skating with them. There was certainly a lot of hesitation coming back and creating content. A big no-no for me that I wanted to implement this time around was not filming at home, because that's something that I did in my prior videos. But now seeing as that we're all working from home, those who can work remotely, I'm just like here working at my desk. I didn't have much content for yesterday because it was a lazy day. Didn't really do much. It was my off day, and with cases rising, there was a stay-at-home order, and it is encouraged to stay home. So I would definitely encourage everyone to stay home if you can. Don't leave if you don't have to. I definitely wanted to continue to do behind-the-scene videos and show you guys how I shot things, but I feel like that's very played out and on the internet nowadays. There's so many good photographers that will give you behind the scenes, and you know, I'll leave some in the description down below, or check out these guys. But same as today. Today was another lazy day since I am off this weekend. It's not likely that I get weekends off. So when I do, I like to just enjoy it, and especially when there's a stay-at-home order. There's not much content to create other than behind the scenes, you know, or shoots. There's not much for me to film. There's just more photographs for me to take. And I'm excited to show you some of the images that I come up with, because these are some of the photos that I've been wanting to take, especially in studio. Right now my Instagram's pure black and white, but along with just black and white, I did want to continue to shoot portraits and in studio, not just street photography. But if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that the first couple of photos that I released in black and white was sort of explaining, you know, in college I did take film, and it was mainly black and white, and I wanted to go back to that, and that's why I've been enjoying shooting black and white, and I am making that jump back into film. And I'm really excited to take you guys back on that journey and what I learned, and hopefully I can teach you guys some stuff as well. Lights out. For a photo shoot like this, you can definitely use just one key light. Sometimes I like to use 2 key lights to sometimes cover some of the shadows that I bring off of the 1 key light. You can also use a reflector. I'm gonna keep it super minimal just for this video. I don't wanna get too into depth because I would love to take you guys through an entire video of like behind the scenes on how I do it, when I have people help me, when it comes to the reflector, up lights, key lights, when I have umbrellas up, and a bigger space. But right now, because we are working from home, I wanted to show you guys that even though you're stuck at home and you feel like you can't get out there and create content, you're still able to create content from your own home. Now, you may not have a backdrop like this, or you might not have key lights, but you know, any light source would work with a piece of paper as a diffuser, and at least setting up your subject behind a white wall, gray wall, and fixing it in post-production. But let me just stop talking and get to the shoot. Someone's ready for their close-up. Excuse me, sir. Do you want a close-up? Is that what you're looking for? I'm gonna have to ask you to leave my set. All right. So I got the lights set up, both. I'm gonna have her sitting down, but it's just gonna be a simple headshot. I'm gonna take just a couple. I'm gonna take a portrait and landscape, just to give me a variety, because you know, you have to keep in mind the crop afterwards, especially when you're posting on social media like Instagram and so on and so forth. But today I am shooting with the Nikon Z6. I know the Z6 Mark II came out. Stay tuned for an update, because I'm definitely considering upgrading to that one, because the dual X-Speed chip is going to enhance the camera by a whole lot. But the lovely model that is going to be working with me today is none other than my wife. Hello, love. But yes, right now what I'm gonna do is just set up the lights in a way where it illuminates her well, sort of go over it, and then we'll get to the photos. Hello, love. So yeah, this is the setup, how I have it here. I have the lights high enough just so I can cast a nice shadow right underneath her beautiful jawline. And pro tip, I also have this one facing her, but as you can tell, it's too close to her, causing a lot of hot spots, these highlights. And so if you don't have another diffuser or someone to help you on set, what you can do is simply point the light towards you, so that way she still gets some light, but it's not so harsh. This one I'm gonna definitely pull away, but keep in mind it is a black and white shot. So I don't wanna highlight her too much, and she isn't on a black background, so. Okay, so with the lighting, I took the 2 photos that you guys just saw, and they weren't bad images. They're nice in post-production. I will show you the original and the edited version, but it wasn't a bad photo by no means. I can definitely ask the model for her opinion. Honestly, is it a bad photo?
No, but I think
it can be improved, right? So, you guys saw how I had the lights. I now turned the lights, this first key light, away from her. I pointed it downwards and past her face, because as you can see from the past images, the light was a bit too harsh. There were some highlights that I could definitely get away from. Oh gosh, I was out of focus that entire time. So based on the previous image, I moved the front key light past her face as opposed to directly on her face. And this other one, I decided to just simply use as what you will hear in the industry be called a hair light. And because I definitely want to fill in some of the shadows, I'll definitely take a photo with and without, but I'm going to use a tool right now. You guys are going to see the major difference. Let's go ahead and take these photos. So as you saw with those previous images, you'll see more of a highlight because I brought in a reflector. We use both black and silver, and that's how you can distinguish the difference between both of those photos. There was a very dramatic shadow on her jawline, and then when I flipped it over to the silver side, you'll see that it fills in. Personally, I myself don't like when it's too filled in because then it still feels flat, even though I had the hair light shining in the back of her head. Oh my, excuse me. So those are the two images that you got to see the difference with. Let's hear what the mom has to say.
Yeah, I believe you want me to show you them. So, okay, this is our starting. Quite flat, I believe. And then, like Enrique said, he brought in the diffuser.
Yeah, the reflector.
Reflector, sorry. And this one is the darker side, which is my personal favorite because I love the light and the dark. You
guys will be able to see these images as well, but right there I highlighted you because if you look at the first images,
yep,
you'll see that you're very one-dimensional.
One-dimensional, yep.
But with this one, it gives you more of a dimension. You and I both have similar interests in more dramatic shadows because if, as they see in the next one with the silver part of the reflector, it fills in those shadows a lot more.
It's nice because I feel like it's better than the first one because it's more detailed.
Mm-hmm.
But for me personally, I like the dark and the light. I think it's stronger.
Of an image.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep playing with the light. Those are the last few images that I took. Let me know what you guys think in all of the lighting situations. For this last one, I did keep the key light pointed at just a tad further down. Still kept it at a decent distance to my model here. And what I did differently with the hair light, as opposed to pointing it towards me to sort of highlight the hair light, and sort of the side, I felt like it was still giving me too much. So what I did in this instance is I pointed it towards the background. And doing that would only give her a slight hair K-light right here, right in the back. As you can see, it's casting a slight shadow right about here. So it was able to illuminate her quite nice. And I did do a couple of different movements in the actual reflector, the silver side, not the black side, because the black side is meant to absorb light and not bounce light. So what I did with the reflector was kept it at waistline as such. And another way was continuing to highlight right underneath her chin and allowing to highlight right here as well and still have this nice looking shadow on this part. So yeah, I hope you guys like these images. I wasn't able to shoot yesterday, it was a lazy day, and today I definitely wanted it to be the same and sort of just relax and not go too crazy in the creativity, because I think it's important that you continue to create content, you know, but don't overexert yourself. This is supposed to be fun, keep it light. And yeah, I'm excited to take you to the next part of the video where I am scanning negatives. Hopefully I can bring another guest along in this segment. As I stated earlier in the video, I did do film photography in college, and yeah, right now my sister has actually grown her archive in film, and she is a professional as well. And yeah, right now she's really let go of digital and really fully embraced film, which I absolutely love, and here she is.
This isn't all of it, you just wanted some, so.
It's cool. The one and only Emma Cecilia.
Input audio file.
No, yeah, I just wanted to take them through the basics. Why don't you tell them what we're working with?
So when I wanted to first learn how to develop on my own, I realized I need to learn how to scan on my own because the only place near me that would develop took all of my negatives, and I didn't like that. So I had to.
She said, I need those negatives.
I was forced to learn how to do it by myself, and then I went on OfferUp or like just one of those buying sites, and I found like this German guy. Like I met up at the back of McDonald's, and he had like a white van, so I was like sketched out and with my mom. But he was actually really nice, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just learning how to scan medium format now." So he's like, "So this is why I'm selling this one." He was really cool. I didn't get to exchange any information, but it was really nice talking to him because I'm trying to get into medium format now. I'm kind of outgrowing this one. So this is the Epson V300. It gets the job done.
Yeah, for sure. And I know sometimes people have, you can go and do it as simple as like a light table, and if you have a digital camera, you can also take pictures of your negatives, and I can take you through the ways of that way as well. But, you know, tell them a little bit on what you used to do as far as your film.
What do you mean used to do?
You no longer do.
I'm still in the process of.
No, for sure. Yeah, but right now resources are limited, and so is the space that we're in. So you're just adapting to your times.
I've shot film for like years now. Years.
But, yeah.
I can comfortably say years because I used to use your Mamiya, and then you chewed me out for using it all the time, so I got my own. Like,
the same Mamiya.
It's the same one. Actually, mine's got like a timer. Yours doesn't. But
wow.
but yeah, I got really mad at it. I was like, I want my own then. But I can say comfortably I've shot it for years, but I've done real shit on my archive. Like if I were to show like another like professional person like all of my negatives like just shoved into like envelopes, they would cringe and cry.
Yeah.
So but that's just because I started in high school and like grade school where I didn't have money for shit. So like now that I'm getting older and I have money for it, I'm like starting to buy binders and like
we
sheets.
got some binders now and sheets.
So I'm trying real hard to like
organize your artwork. No, but I meant like as far as you used to actually develop your own negatives.
Oh yeah, I still want to get back in. Actually, I wanted to see how you guys felt about that because the chemicals in the house.
It's not good for the environment, especially down the sink.
Actually, I'd be disposing of it into like proper channels. Like, because that's what I do at my parents' house, but I used to develop on my own.
Yeah, and now if you're in the Chicagoland area, if you want to get your negatives back and developed in a timely manner, you can go visit
CSW. Guy who I get my things done from there. He's always very nice, and if you like go early enough, you can get it back in maybe like a day.
On like Fulton and Display.
Yeah.
Fulton and Display. Go check out CSW. But yeah, I just wanted you to introduce yourself to the channel because I would love to continue to have you on here as I am jumping back into film as well.
I don't think people should be discouraged from developing on their own. It's not as hard as you think it is.
It's really not.
I was really scared because I was like, if you do it wrong, I'm like, this is money you're wasting. And honestly, there's times where I did my stuff and I like, it broke my heart because I was excited to get those photos back. Yeah. But it's a learning process and it's actually really cool.
True. And it's funny because she shoots colored film. Please wear gloves when touching or handling your film. Not a lot of people do, and that's okay too. Just be very careful and wipe down your film. But no, yeah, she shoots in colored film. I actually shoot in black and white film because in college that's what I did. I know with processing negatives in color, there's just more chemicals involved, and it's a longer process.
I could do a monobath for a black and white and have it done like in 10 minutes, and then but like color, it takes me some time because I'm mixing like 3 different chemicals.
And then
and sometimes if they're the wrong temperature, like just completely mix. I have like an entire envelope of like a ruined roll that I just like. No. I was so heartbroken over it, I never threw it away.
Dang. Yeah, it's hard because you spent so much. Not just money on it, but so much time, like taking photos and really processing that roll. But nonetheless, let's jump right into it. Let's look into your process.
if we're being quite honest, I still learn about this software as I go. Like, I got a pamphlet that came with it once like the guy sold me the box. But from there, I like mostly like went on YouTube and found like how other people use like similar scanners, like Epson scanners. I'm really glad I got this one. I didn't know that this is actually a really common company that people use. A lot of people have the 600, which is the one that I want. So I'm still like just learning about, you know, the formats I want to use and the resolution I want to scan at. And like I remember not too long ago, I would still scan all of these one by one until I saw a video of someone scanning them all at the same time. I was like, oh, that's so smart. How come I never thought of that? But I mean, it's all a learning process still for me. I feel like I'm continuously learning, and like photography is continuously beating my ass, which I kind of like. You know, it's a challenge.
Well, thanks for taking me and the peeps on YouTube through your process. Yeah, film photography is completely different from digital, and I feel like if you truly love photography, I would definitely suggest indulging in film and letting us know what you think. But where can people find you on social media? Or your Insta, plug your Insta.
This is where I'm at. Oh damn, do you even know if it's in order? Oh, okay. Well, it's Emma_Soto, 4 O's at the end. I don't know if you can even see it.
Emma_Soto with 4 O's at the end.
That's where I feel like I update most of what I'm doing.
Film.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for so much for taking us through your process. Appreciate you. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for joining me this weekend for my skate sesh, behind the scenes on a shoot, and scanning with my sister. All the appropriate links will be down in the description below. Don't forget to watch us live on YouTube. Quit playing Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace. I'm trying to record one.